All right. Hello, everybody. I am so very happy to be here, to be back with some of you with whom I've already had classes during the previous semester. So, yeah, unfortunately, today I'm not able to be with you in the classroom. I've had a medical situation which needs my attention. So yeah, I am not able to be with you today. However, I am leaving you with a couple of exercises which are important and are part of the first unit of this session. In general, in the English courses, we have this idea that we have to think back on what we have learned during the previous courses, and also to try to recap all the things or all the learning strategies that we have in order to learn English. So if you remember, the last semester we studied skimming, we studied scanning, we studied some listening strategies, some vocabulary strategies, how to approach writing and speaking, etc. So part of this first unit has to do with that. And the other part of this unit has to do with remembering all the things that we have studied so far. So for today's session, this is what we are going to do. This is the text and its different activities. Part one says, watch the following video about strategies for reading complex texts in English. First, there are some words that you need to know before you actually listen to the audio. The words are purpose, key, assignment, and thoroughly. First, make sure you understand those words and then proceed with the video. There's a QR code and there's the link. And after you watch the video and you fully understand the video, answer the questions. What do you need to know before you read? What should you do when you read a text? What is to skim? What is to scan? Probably you already can answer some of these questions, but watch the video first. Then we've got part two. In part two, we've got look at the following strategies used in reading comprehension. Do you understand the concepts? If not, look the words up in the dictionary. We have active prior knowledge, create diagrams, slow down, skim, and do mental integration. Once you understand those words and those concepts, proceed with the next part. Read the following learning strategy matrix or matrix. Pay attention to each description and match each strategy from the box above to the corresponding description presented in the matrix. These are some words you probably need. Do you know them? If not, work with a partner to find out their meaning before reading the matrix. We have heading, improve, load, overview, relate, and supporting. Once you understand these words, go to the matrix. We have the strategy, which is the part that you have to complete, how to use it, when to use it, and what is it for. Right? Yeah, that's the matrix. And those are the concepts that you have to complete it with. Then we have a next part, which is compare your answers with classmates and share them with the class. That part is absolutely not necessary, but I am interested that you answer the following questions. Do you use some of these strategies? Do you make sense to you? Do they make sense to you? And then watch the video about reading complex texts again, the first video, and compare the suggestions presented in the video to the ones presented in the matrix. Are they the same? And then we have part three. In part three, you have to read this text. It says, read the following text and apply some of the strategies you found in the video and the matrix. So there's this text, this reading comprehension text, it's called Reading Skills by Kenneth Berry. And then there are some, of course, questions that you need to answer. The questions are: what strategies did you use? List them here. What are the main ideas presented in the text? What new reading strategies are you going to use from now on? Now, I'm going to read the text to you so you can read it and at the same time you can listen to it. All right? So you can answer then the questions based on what you have read and based on what you have listened to. All right? So the text says, Reading Skills by Kenneth Berry. Reading is an important part of learning English, but many students find it difficult. This collection of tips will help you improve reading by using skills you use in your own language. Tip 1. Read for gist. Gist means the main ideas. Read the text for the first time. Don't stop. Read to understand the main ideas and don't look up new words. You'll be surprised that you can usually understand the general idea of the story. Tip 2. Use context. Context refers to words and situations that are around a word you don't understand. Look at the example sentence. I went to the Schlamping to buy some Schittla for dinner. What's Schlamping? It must be a store because you bought something there. What's Schittla? It must be food because you're going to eat it for dinner. Tip 3. Use your own language. One of the best tips on improving reading is to think about how you read in your own language. Start by thinking about how you read different documents. How do you read the newspaper? How do you read novels? How do you read bus schedules? Etc. Taking time to think about this will help give you an idea about how to read in English, even if you don't understand every single word. Ask yourself this question: do I read every word in my own language when I am reading a schedule, summary, or any other document? The answer is most definitely no. Reading in English is like reading in your native language. This means that it is not always necessary to read and understand each and every word in English. Remember that reading skills in your native language and English are basically the same. Tip 4. Understand different reading skills. These are two types of reading skills used in every language. Skimming, used to understand the gist or main idea. Scanning, used to find a particular piece of information. Skimming. Skimming is used to quickly gather the most important information or gist. Run your eyes over the text, noting important information. Use skimming to quickly get a general idea of the text. It's not essential to understand each word when skimming. Examples of skimming: the newspaper, quickly to get the general news of the day. Magazines, quickly to discover which article you would like to read in more detail. Business and travel brochures, quickly to get informed. Scanning. Scanning is used to find a particular piece of information. Run your eyes over the text, looking for the specific piece of information you need. Use scanning on schedules, meeting plans, etc., in order to find the specific details you require. If you see words or phrases that you don't understand, don't worry when scanning. Examples of scanning: the what's playing at the movies section of your newspaper, a train or airplane schedule, or a conference guide. All right, that will be it for now. Remember that you have all today to complete this task. All right, I hope you have an excellent day, and I hope to see you during the next week. All right, take care. Goodbye.